We are going nuclear on the Los Angeles Clippers for doing Chris Paul, the point god, the architect of their only relevant era. Absolutely disgusting. This man came back on a veteran minimum deal in July 2025 for one last ride in Los Angeles, close to his family, to mentor the young guys and retire as a Clipper. 16 games into the season, after a loss in Miami, they wake him up at 3 in the morning on a road trip, tell him he's done, send him home, and leave the rest of the team to find out through text messages while they're stuck at the airport for 6 hours. That is not how you treat a top 75 player of all time. That is how you treat a mascot that missed a dunk. Let us break this down piece by piece. So the question we are asking is, why did the Clippers really let Chris Paul go this time? Everyone remembers 2019 when they shipped him to Oklahoma City to clear space for Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. That move at least had a basketball excuse, even if it blew up in their faces. This one, there is no excuse. The truth leaking out from every corner of the league is that Chris Paul was holding people accountable. He was calling out lazy offense, terrible defense, and a locker room that sources describe as completely disconnected. He asked for meetings with Tyronn Lue that never happened. He demanded the same intensity he has played with for 21 seasons. And instead of listening to a future Hall of Famer in his announced retirement year, Lawrence Frank flew to Atlanta, sat him down, and fired him like he was an intern who forgot the coffee order. They needed a scapegoat for a 5-win, 16-loss disaster, and the easiest target was the 40-year-old veteran who would not shut up about winning. Pure cowardice. But were the Clippers justified? Absolutely not. This is the same organization Chris Paul turned from a laughingstock into Lob City. The same franchise he still leads in total assists and steals by a mile. 6 of his prime years, endless highlight lobs to Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan, and this is the thank you note? Benching him for weeks and then dumping him in the middle of the night during his farewell season? If the goal was to light a fire into the team, congratulations, you just burned the whole house down and salted the earth. There is no justification for treating one of the greatest point guards ever like expired milk. People love to throw around words like diva, cancer, or locker room lawyer whenever Chris Paul demands the same standard he has held himself to for 2 decades. Yes, he argues with referees. Yes, he gets technical fouls. Yes, he will call you out in film sessions if you are jogging back on defense. That is called leadership. That is the reason Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Devin Booker, DeAndre Jordan, and half the league credit him for their growth. The bad reputation only exists for players and executives who cannot handle being coached by someone smarter and tougher than they are. The Clippers just proved they still cannot handle it. Now let's talk about Lawrence Frank and the entire Clippers organization. Lawrence Frank, president of basketball operations, the man who has rebuilt this roster every single summer since 2017 and somehow made it worse every single time. He is the guy who traded away future assets for Paul George, watched Kawhi Leonard play fewer games than a substitute teacher, signed James Harden to run hero ball, and now panicked and threw out Chris Paul like he was the problem. DeMarcus Cousins said it best. It is over in LA. Lawrence Frank is the issue. He changes the team every year and it gets worse every year. Hides behind the scenes like a coward. Facts. This organization has fumbled Blake Griffin, deceived DeAndre Jordan in free agency, and now humiliated Chris Paul twice in one career. Steve Ballmer can build the shiniest arena in the world, but until he fires the people running basketball operations, the Clippers will always be the second team in Los Angeles and the first team in dysfunction. What is next for Chris Paul, and does he deserve a farewell tour? Chris Paul has already announced this is his final season. He is 40 years old, still efficient, still one of the smartest players on the planet, and now a free agent after the Clippers either waive him or buy him out. Here's some potential realistic landing spots for him before he rides off into sunset. We got the Los Angeles Lakers. Stay home, play with LeBron James, chase the ring everyone says he needs. Oklahoma City Thunder, full circle redemption with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and a legitimate title contender. San Antonio Spurs, finish mentoring Victor Wembanyama after starting all 82 games for them last year. Dark horses, Dallas with Cooper Flag, Minnesota, or even a New Orleans homecoming. And yes, he 1000% deserves a proper farewell tour. 21 seasons, 12 all-star appearances, 11 all-defense teams, and he turned every franchise he touched into a winner. The league gave Dwayne Wade parades, standing ovations, and tribute videos. Chris Paul has earned every single one of those and more. The Clippers stole that from him. Do not let any other team make the same mistake. Avengers, that is the truth on one of the most disgraceful moves of the season. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Lakers reunion or Oklahoma City revenge tour? Smash the like button if the Clippers are the most dysfunctional franchise in sports. Subscribe for more unfiltered roasts, and turn on notifications because we are just getting started. Until next time, stay heroic. Peace.